Here tonight at 6, voter data collection or tech issues. Just 3 months after or ahead of the November election, a political action committee is being investigated for issues related to its voter registration page. Now, that PAC is backed by Elon Musk and is now being investigated by the Michigan Secretary of State.
Well, voters who went on the site to register to vote claim the website is instead illegally collecting voter data. Queen City News anchor Morgan Francis joining us here in the studio to explain, Morgan, the facts.
So the complaint is that voters who went to the site to register to vote weren't being redirected to genuine voter registration sites. The allegation is that voters in battleground states were redirected to a form requesting personal information, and then after hitting submit, the page just reads, "Thank you." We dug into the tech side to see if this was a glitch or a data grab. Elon Musk-backed America PAC is being investigated by the Michigan Secretary of State's office after complaints emerged stating the Register to Vote tab on its website didn't direct voters to their state's website to do so. Some claim the site generated a detailed form for voters in swing states to fill out and simply stated thank you after they submitted the information. Some claim the website is harvesting personal information.
What was it, a Hanlon's razor? Do not attribute to malice what can be easily explained by stupidity. So it looks like if someone was trying to do something well, they weren't doing a good job of it.
Taking a look at the website with our IT engineer, Adam Wells, it's nearly impossible to determine intent based on the data available.
I can't say exactly what they're trying to do here. I can just tell you that it is not a very complex website. I mean, you could put this website, you could probably put it together in the time we're having this conversation.
Here's what we did find. The America PAC's website domain was only registered less than 2 months ago in May of this year. The current site does not have any links to register to vote. Using Internet Archive's site called the Wayback Machine, those options were there just yesterday. The website's code brings up this disclaimer, which was added to the main page at one point. It reads, "It was brought to our attention on August 2nd that some people may have been unable to complete the registration process on this website on August 1st and 2nd. If you had any difficulty, please try to complete the registration process again or email info@theamericapac.org for assistance." We emailed that email address for comment after experiencing issues ourselves with the media contact form on the site. While some are working to determine if the website has tech issues or if this was a data harvesting scheme, Wells shared there are other possibilities.
The website could have been compromised, and someone else has stuck a button on there that was linked into a forum that was collecting information without their knowledge, and they found out, and then they took it down.
Wells says even the website's privacy policy is rudimentary.
Copy and paste kind of standard stuff.
The policy states the PAC uses information submitted for the purposes for which it was submitted, like being asked to join their email list. Later in the policy, it also states they use information in other ways, such as to contact you about other activities and/or fundraising campaigns, or as otherwise disclosed to you at the point of collection. A Michigan Secretary of State spokesperson tells Queen City News in part, the department is reviewing their activities to determine if there have been any violations of state law, end quote, but they didn't specify what law they suspected was broken. We also reached out to North Carolina Attorney General Josh Stein's office to see if they were looking into the site for any potential violations, but we did not hear back.